All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Debatable. I'm your host, Demoni Allen. Joining me today are my co-host, Mike, aka Hi-Fi Mike, and Travie T. He thinks he's the champion.
The champ is back.
Always thinks he's a primetime Travie T. Thinks he's a champ.
Yeah, primetime Travie T.
All right,
Demone.
Demone,
part-time Travie T.
Part-time
Travie T.
Wow.
Part-time Travie T. Welcome to Debatable. We have theme music if you didn't hear it. Well, you should have heard it, but
I think you heard it.
We have theme music. Yeah, we have theme music finally. Thanks to Mike and Travis, my Christmas gift.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
The champ.
Yeah.
His manager.
Not my manager, but
no, Mike is my manager.
Oh,
so it's from the
Mike's
champ
your
and my manager.
Oh, okay.
Or
So
Valerie.
welcome to Debatable. This is episode 4, and today we're joined by a very special guest. She is a bucket boy, Kevann.
That's not confusing.
What?
Right? Especially when you throw Kevann on there. She is a bucket boy.
Really
her name is
confusing.
Kevann.
Yeah,
Just get real confused.
she is a bucket boy, and her name is Kevann. Bucket is our other podcast that we do together. It's wrestling themed. We book things.
Yeah, that's my intro.
Yeah, we book
We
wrestling
book things.
things.
We do
book
wrestling.
On that show we do wrestling.
We do good lucha
so
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. But Kevin's one of the hosts on there. So she's a bucket boy. Kevann, tell the folks about yourself a little bit.
Well, to quote Travis, I have an opinion on everything, which is true. What can I say? I'm a professional wrestler by night, copywriter by day, Disney princess on the occasional weekend. And the rest of the time, I am in a Facebook chat with these knuckleheads. That's it. That's
Pretty
my whole
much.
life.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty
by the
much.
way, that quote wasn't actually from me. That quote was from you.
That's
You told
true.
me that when you got on my podcast.
That is true. But it was funny that you threw it out there. And I was like, yeah, you're not wrong.
I realized that when she did trigger warning, I was like, man, it doesn't matter. I could just say anything and she'll just talk about it.
Oh, yeah, no.
I just
no,
started
yeah.
throwing out random topics to see what you knew. Like, here, do this.
Family dinners with me are a real treat.
I decided I'm adopting you as my sister, so we're gonna have great family dinners.
What, you and I? Wait, that doesn't...
I can't tell. This is getting weird. This is getting weird, guys. Let's
Anywho, welcome to, like you said, Debatable episode 4. Last week, me and John got pretty deep and into some heavy stuff.
I got pretty deep into some sleep.
Yeah,
I got
Mike
deep into
pretty
my
much
booking.
Mike pretty much fell asleep. Travis did his other job. While we talked about taxes and poverty, and then spaceships and sports. So this week,
To be fair, I tried to jump in. I tried.
You did.
I did.
You did.
And then I was like, I can't do this. I'm done.
I know. You don't really want to talk politics, but hey, what are you gonna do? It is a debate show, so
You're right.
it's gonna come up. So,
and I will.
But this week I want to try and keep it like light, on the lighter end. So our first topic is gonna be, drum roll, please. Don't really have drum roll.
Oh,
but,
I will add a drum roll. You know what? I need to do that. Go ahead.
There we go. Drum roll, please. Our first topic is, what is the best holiday, or AKA Christmas holiday movie of all time?
You should say Christmas movie because when you say holiday movie, it makes it sound like all holidays in general.
Or like, do Hanukkah and like Kwanzaa have
those
movies? Have they
yeah,
made movies
yes.
for those?
I'm
There's
sure
a-
Hanukkah does. I don't think I've ever seen a Kwanzaa movie.
There's an Even Stevens episode where they do, because they were half Christian, I guess, and half Jewish. So they did like a Hanukkah thing, didn't they? I swear I remember that Even Stevens episode.
Rugrats did.
You
a
know,
couple
I
of
can,
Hanukkah
I
episodes.
can
They did.
certainly. Episodes and movies are different, though, my dudes.
You're right. You know what? 8 Crazy Nights.
Friends did Hanukkah.
8 Crazy Nights
Yeah.
is on my
8
list.
Crazy
Nights,
Nights.
yeah. I hate Adam Sandler.
I
do
hate
too, but I
you.
like.
Oh
I
my
love
god.
8 Crazy Nights.
Me and
I
I
my
like
wife.
Eight Crazy.
Like her, funny
My-
voices, yeah.
My wife and I were she was just talking about getting us tickets to go see him do stand up in February. And now I wasn't going
Adam
to.
Sandler.
I
Who
wasn't
wants to
going,
go see Adam Sandler
That's
do?
what I said. I love Adam Sandler, but that's what I said. But now,
hate
because everybody hates him, I want to go see him.
Oh, gross! You're such a contrarian. Ew.
I am doing what other people.
I
It's
don't
great.
think his stand up was ever good. Would ever be good.
Okay,
Like
but-
his movies were good in the '90s.
right.
He
but
he
here's-
lost me.
Here's the thing.
Maybe
He lost
we were
me.
just
He lost me
children in
at
the
Click.
90s.
Here's the
Click.
thing.
He lost me halfway through Click.
I like.
He
Click.
lost me and never got me back.
All
When
right,
it got depressing as hell, that's when I was done. I couldn't do
Well,
Adam
That was-
Sandler
no,
anymore.
No, that was before Click. I think that was Funny People. That was a book.
I like
of 'em.
funny
I never
people,
saw. I
actually.
never saw Funny People.
I like
Don't.
funny people.
I
So-
like all the people, almost all the people in Funny People. I did not like Funny
I-
People.
I-
Sorry, that
I like funny people. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something important. Oh, here's what it is. Even if I don't like Adam Sandler stand up, there's never gonna be another time in my life I could be in the same room as Adam Sandler. Period.
That is true.
That's to see him with my two eyes. That would be worth the price of admission.
You sound so much like, and I can't think of a G-rated way to put, or even a PG-rated way to put this. So just I'm gonna
You don't
say
have
it.
to. You don't have to
like-
be PG.
I'm
No holds
trying
barred.
so that I can share these podcasts with my family, and it's not going well. You sound like a star fucker.
I don't know what that means, but
It means you
also
fuck
Exactly.
It means you want to fuck stars.
No.
What does
No,
that
no,
mean?
no.
Why do you not know what that means?
well,
Get it outside
look.
of
For,
wrestling.
You're a rat.
all right, no, I don't want to fuck
You're a
Adam
ring rat.
Sandler, but to actually see it's like when you go to a concert to actually see them live. That's completely different. Also, speaking of, we are also going to try to see the Backstreet Boys in September.
Now
That's
that would
gonna
be worth
lit.
it.
That's gonna be lit.
I've had the lifelong goal of marrying Nick Carter since I was 5 because I wouldn't have to change my last name. Now I'm married, so that ship's kind of sailed. But I don't know. Maybe he and Scott would be willing to come up with some kind of like polygamy agreement.
Anywho,
Yeah.
I don't know how to transition from that to Christmas movies. So
That'd be one present for Kevin.
yeah, present for Kevin. Hashtag present for Kevin.
Hashtag present for Kevin. All husbands. Oh, my poor.
Macaulay Culkin. That's gonna my number one is gonna be Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Why do you?
Best Christmas movie of all time.
So
number-
why
so
do you
Home Alone-
prioritize the second one?
Yeah.
I feel like the second one was better written.
I've never seen any of them.
I could see
So-
that. but
I
it's,
still can't believe you have never seen. We are gonna watch Home
so
Alone at some
we
point.
need to.
Right
You know what we need to? We need to do it and do it as a commentary.
Yeah,
That works.
Book
We
It
can do it
Boys
for your
react
book-
to Home Alone.
Yeah.
For a Patreon that we don't have, and
We're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
for-
Kevin's job.
Why is that my job?
Somebody
You don't
needs
have a
you
job
need
yet.
to get a job. Yeah.
I
You
volunteered
need a
for
job.
That job sounds like when you got me in control.
All right, so yeah, Home Alone 2 it feels more like an adventure story, while Home Alone 1 is like a bottle episode that doesn't
Yeah,
you
like
know,
Home
Right.
Alone 1 introduces
it's like
you to Kevin
Clerks.
and the family, and and like in Home Alone 2, it's like, oh, we know Kevin and we know he's crazy. Oh, we know the wet bandits, and they try and get him, and the lady with the birds, and just like I feel like it's more. I remember more things from Home Alone 2 than I do the original Home Alone.
Just like how many times can you forget one kid?
I think
At least twice.
I think I've watched that. I watched both movies growing up. Like I probably all the time at the same time. So they kind of all blend. They both blend together for the most part because, I was young as shit. So, but I think I like one more than I like two. I think two has moments, but I think I like the overall story
Also,
of one.
Two with the hotel, and what's his name from Rocky Horror Picture Show being in it,
Curry?
as the who?
Tim Curry?
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Yes, yeah, Tim Curry as like the evil clerk at the hotel. That is, I just remember like when he does the Grinch smile.
Yeah,
when he thinks he has
that.
Kevin. Like
That's
I
one
just
part
like that
remember.
one a little bit more.
All right, go ahead. I heard somebody talking.
I just have fundamental beef with Home Alone because my whole child people were telling me to say goodnight, Kevin.
Oh.
And leave me alone. I also so this is where I expose myself as a terrible person. I'm not a big
If you say John Hughes fan, I swear to God.
A big what?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you're not a John Hughes fan, and then I was gonna. Okay.
I don't even know who John Hughes is.
Oh, you're the worst.
Why are you a child? I
don't know what she just said, but I know she insulted me.
Yeah,
Why
I
are
did.
you
Don't
a child?
buddy.
Oh.
I struggle with anything that makes Christmas longer than a day, which is everything. And especially movies that are like Christmas themed, but not actually necessarily about Christmas. I just
like Die
feel
Hard.
like, sure, yeah, like Die Hard. But Die Hard is less frustrating because it's like a good standalone premise. I don't know, man. I'm just grinchy and crappy and
I was like that before I
humbug.
had a child. I was like that before I had a child. Now I have a child, and I love Christmas. I love Christmas time. I like Christmas movies. I like Christmas music. I like Christmas. But it's because I have a child. So
That's fair.
Yeah, having a kid does add
it
some.
it
to
changes. It like I was a complete Grinch. I was such a Grinch that I had in my plugs in my ears. I used to put pictures in my ears, so I customize them. So I would have the Grinch in my ears. I would
whispering sweet garbage.
It would be people walk up and you'd see the Grinch's face. That actually the picture that Tim Curry in Home Alone 2 that they use for when he does the Grinch smile and they transition to his face. It was that face. It was the Grinch smile. And so I was a Grinch, but now I love Christmas. I think the best Christmas episode my favorite Christmas episode, I know it's not a movie, but episode, I know, but hold on, I'm going on a tangent, it's debatable, chill, is the community the community episode, Christmas episode, I think from season 3.
Never seen it.
It's a musical episode. It's the best. Which has the one character is Jewish and she sings Christmas stuff.
Okay.
It's great. You gotta see it. All right.
All right.
My
Evan, what's your
Go ahead.
favorite?
All right.
Sorry, guess first. Well, guess second, I guess technically.
Third, you already gave us yours.
Can I go?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
You might as well just wait till I'm done. You can go last.
Girl.
No, go ahead.
Too late. I'm waiting now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great media.
No, fuck
Great
it. She
audio.
gave me the chance. So.
Entertaining. Go ahead, Trevi.
I have a top 3 because that's how this should be in real life. Number 1 is The Christmas Story.
Yes, I
Overrated.
agree. That's my.
Number
is
2 is
overrated.
shut the fuck up, Damone. Let me talk.
We're debating it. Chill.
Yeah, but let me finish. You chill. You're not the host here. You have no power here.
You know that I take over everything.
That is actually true. But so Christmas Story, Santa Claus Either the original or 3. I can't decide which one's better.
The original. The original's
And then-
great.
The original.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree. And then 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, I just real quick because I'm remembering as you're talking. So real quick, I agree with Christmas Story, but that's number 2 for me, and number 3 is what did you just say?
8 Crazy Nights.
No.
Santa Claus.
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
Santa Claus is number 3 for me. Number 1 is
Home Alone.
Scrooged. Scrooge is the best Christmas movie. Period.
Never seen it.
Oh my
With
God,
Bill
there's so
Murray,
many more Christmas
I
movies than I
fucking
ever
love
realized.
Scrooge. I fucking love Scrooge. It is just
So-
the best.
Can I
There's
make a
also
comment
nipple.
on
That was
Christmas
one of the
Story?
first nipples I ever seen on TV.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Yes,
Kevin, what?
go ahead.
So here's the thing about a Christmas movie. My ex and his family used to sit down and watch it every year, and they'd laugh and they'd
Christmas
quote
Story?
and yeah,
Oh, I love
And-
that movie.
and it was just like the greatest thing to
24
them.
hours.
And like maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it, but like yeah, it was funny the first time, and then it's just like yes, the same series of unfortunate events unfold. Like I don't know,
But
I
it's-
just don't.
It's
I don't
funny.
find-
It's funny.
I
It's
find it hardly
heartwarming,
rewatchable. No, see,
and it
I don't
feels
find
like
it-
Christmas.
I'm
Hey,
right there
I
with
don't-
you. It's
I-
overrated.
I-
No,
like,
fuck
I'm,
that.
I'm right
It's
there
not.
with
Fuck
her.
you guys.
It's
Fuck both of you.
underrated. It's
I think
It's got
the
24-hour stream. How is it
it's
underrated?
amazing, and I'm mad that they took that away. But the
It
24-hour
should, 'cause it
stream,
deserves
I
it.
Wait. They took it away?
yeah, that's what I
Because it
heard. That's what my wife
deserves it.
told me.
Yeah.
I'll
But
fight
I'm gonna
TBS
buy.
and CNN and
I
Ted
am
Turner
go-
himself.
I will buy the Blu-ray, or I will download a digital file version, and I will stream that in my fucking house all goddamn Christmas Day.
Oh
All
my
fucking
God.
Christmas
It
Day.
doesn't
Oh
deserve
my
it.
God.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
So-
Mike. Yes.
Okay.
It's
It's
got
I
one
think-
funny moment.
No,
the
the whole-
fragile
how is there
is
only-
the one funny
There's
moment.
not
Thank
even
you. I was
only-
about to say,
that
name
ain't
this
a
episode
funny
Fragile. It must be Italian. Name this episode that or I quit.
No, I think it all the tongue on the pole. That's a fucking hilarious scene.
It's hilarious.
No!
That is
When
Y'all
you
fucking
put his eye out, that's fucking
hilarious.
hilarious.
The fact that he starts freaking, he puts his tongue on the pole and starts freaking the fuck out. He's like, no. they
The
can't
fucking
move.
bunny suit is fucking hilarious.
Oh yes.
Oh my
The
God.
fact-
I
This
think
whole movie's funny.
The montage when he's out there with the gun.
Rah.
Where he
Racist.
act-
That's hilarious.
Where he
less
almost
than casual racism.
he almost but he almost shoots his
was
actually
funny at
almost
the
shoots
time.
his eye out. The whole fucking movie they tell him you're gonna shoot your eye out, and guess what? If he wasn't wearing glasses, he would have shot his fucking
He's
eye
not
out.
even
funny
he's not
moment.
talking to you.
And then
Describe
he
He's talking to me at
starts
this point.
and then he starts
He wants to
crying.
argue with me about racism.
Oh no. That is
I'm
this
just
episode
saying-
of Debatable. We're
That
playing
definitely
the
was
outro.
what that was. But it was funny.
I'm not gonna lie, it was, but it also makes me want to eat
I'm
Chinese
not.
food on Christmas, and that is something we did do a few times.
I've done it.
I also like Chinese food. I will eat Chinese
I do
food
too.
every day because
My best friends are Chinese food.
hey, is the wait?
I'm
Kevin,
not trying to.
wait. Kevin,
Yo,
in your
hello.
part of Canada, is the Chinese food there? Have you ever had American Chinese food?
yeah,
Is it
I had
like that there?
food. yeah. It's not particularly Chinese. Most of the places you go, it's
Well,
highly westernized.
Duh.
But
All right.
like y'all have ginger beef.
Wait. Have you had Chinese
no,
food? Have
but
you been to
ginger
China?
beef sounds amazing.
Shut up.
Beef-
We're not talking to you,
Ginger
Mike.
beef is something that was invented in my city of Calgary, and it is delicious. Yes, I have had real Chinese food. Because whenever I'm in Winnipeg, I hang out with my buddy Jackie the Jet Lee, and he is Chinese, and he just takes us to places and orders for us in Chinese. So I've had real Chinese
Is it
food.
anything
Ah.
like fake Chinese food?
Similar. Textures are a little different.
Okay, because I've always wanted to try real Chinese food, but I don't want to be like, hey, can you make me some real Chinese food to the Chinese food
That would-
people?
Just ask them.
So-
Ask them what they would order.
I feel like they wouldn't eat anything from their own restaurant. So
You know who wouldn't eat anything from the restaurant either? Damone.
why wouldn't Damone eat?
Why wouldn't
Damone's
I?
picky.
I
Oh,
am
you actually like
picky.
Chinese food?
I do like most
Are you
Chinese
picky?
food.
Wow.
I am picky.
I didn't know you're picky.
He's
well,
extremely
I-
picky. He said.
Yeah, I'm
you need
extremely
to have.
picky.
We
Like,
need
it
to
can't
have.
well, the stuff that has pepper or onions in it, I won't eat.
Oh, I hate you so much.
You can't just eat around
What
the
do you
onions,
eat?
Simone?
I can.
You're like my
I
kid.
prefer not to.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
look, peppers and onions aren't in that much stuff, Mike. I don't know why
No,
you're surprised.
we put
Well,
peppers and onions in
onions are
everything.
everything. I don't eat onions either. I don't mind things cooked with onions, but I don't
Yeah.
like eating onions themselves
But-
because they taste the way that I imagine sweat tastes. Like they taste like body odor.
My kid.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
taste
no, I
disgusting.
agree with that.
But I do. Well, I will say this. It's weird. I know. I don't like onions like cooked into things, but I will eat onion rings or like a
Oh, I
blooming
love
onion.
onion rings.
You're weird.
What the
My
fuck?
dad won't. He cooks everything with like onion powder, like crazy amounts of
Oh,
onion powder.
we
But
do
he will
garlic
not
powder.
eat. He won't eat onions. Like if he bites into an onion, like even if it's a little dice of an onion, he's done eating for the rest of the day. Like he will not eat.
My kid
Yeah,
will
I
only.
can't
I'm like,
do
you're a
onions.
child.
I don't
My
like
You're a
kid
whole child.
My kid will
I-
only eat raw vegetables. She won't eat anything else, and like peppers and onions and tomatoes. But
Yeah,
that's,
worth
that's,
Potatoes.
that's about it.
Like she'll only eat raw vegetables.
She will only eat raw vegetables, which is okay.
Eat raw onions.
Pretty
She
good.
loves raw. She will come up and I'll be cutting an onion and I'll be crying my eyes out trying to cut this onion. And she'll be like, "Can I have a piece of onion?" I'm like trying to keep my eyes open and I'm handing her raw pieces of onion. So-
that is odd.
Your daughter is a badass. Just
She
so
will-
you know.
Onions and
She
peppers.
drinks hot sauce from the bottle.
Oh, she does
if
like-
gets
she
thirsty,
does
she's
like
like,
hot
all right,
sauce.
You
give me
get
some of
so
that
sick.
fucking Franks.
But
Bales of chili powder.
I like. I mean, I'll eat raw vegetables, but I like them. We cook them into things like our chicken. I do a lot of stir fry style dishes because I'm basic
Yeah, basic.
and it's easy. It's like cut,
Yeah, that's
put it in there, and then that's it. That's dinner.
But off of my pickiness with food, so
Whereas-
Travis, you are okay. Travis and Mike, you said your favorite. I said mine was Home Alone. Kevin, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Or yeah, Christmas
My
movie.
favorite is the correct answer, and it is A Muppet's Christmas Carol. And here's why.
Because you dressed up like Miss Piggy?
No, actually, I kind of forgot about that. You're really fixated on that.
Wow.
I
You did it one time.
I am. I was just in shock. I get nightmares of it now.
Of all the, excuse you, I was a delightful Miss Piggy. No, okay, so Muppets Christmas Carol is spectacular because they didn't try to reinvent the wheel. They didn't try to make anything different. They just added Muppets. And Muppets are fundamentally spectacular. They're adult humor in a way that isn't like, oh, you can't say that in a kid's movie, but it's still like funny and engaging for adults. And there's beautiful songs in it. Michael Caine, because Michael Caine is in it, does this stunning duet with a young lady who did the one movie and then disappeared into obscurity. But it's to this day one of my favorite duets ever. It's beautiful. And there are parts that are genuinely terrifying. Like the art is quite spectacular. It is really beautifully done. They take a classic story, they make it interesting without trying to reinvent it or be like, yes, a new take on. No, it's not a new take. It's just with Muppets, and it's spectacular. And Michael Caine, and it's great.
All right,
It is the only Christmas movie I will watch.
I hear you, but does it have Bill Murray?
It has Michael Caine, and it has Kermit the Frog.
Okay.
Fozzie Bear,
But
which
does
You
is
have a
have
very good point there.
Bill Murray.
Does it have Bill Murray spitting out a golf ball that was in a dead man's head?
Doesn't need it.
Because Scrooge is better.
Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. It has Muppets and singing.
But
Just
I think the singing takes away from it. It also doesn't have nipples.
Have
And
you heard-
Scrooge has.
How do you
does-
know? Have you seen
it
it?
doesn't.
I've seen
It,
Have you,
it doesn't
have you
have
heard the songs? Because they're
Donald Trump
beautiful.
though.
it.
It doesn't have President Trump though.
You know what?
Yeah.
Doesn't have any Italian in any of
Oh
your
yeah,
movies.
Home Alone
Mine
2
does.
does have Donald
Home
Trump.
2. Oh yeah, Home Alone 2 does feature President Donald
It
Trump.
does have President Donald Trump.
So bad. Let's immediately stop talking about Donald Trump.
Agreed.
Your country's fire.
Bruh.
am I wrong?
Did
You're
you say we're
not.
fired, on fire, or
You're
we are
fired.
On fire. On
All
fire.
three.
Oh.
Your country is on fire.
What,
I was
friend?
like, this could go a different way every way we go.
But so I would also like to throw in as a contender the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
See, people.
Yes.
I thought
also
people.
an acceptable answer.
I didn't know if people liked or hated that movie because I feel like I've heard mixed reviews from people. Some people like it, some people don't. But lately, I feel like the consensus is people don't like it. But I always liked it, so I don't know.
Here's what's great about the Grinch. Almost everything the Grinch says is highly like Tumblr gifable. like wallow in like 3:00, wallow in self-loathing. Like that's sort of it's just like same the Grinch. Me too. And also it's the fun like for I don't know if any of you guys listen to the Pretty Reckless,
No.
which is
I
a
don't even know
band.
who that is.
Do you know who Taylor Momsen is?
No.
Yes,
No.
that's the girl that plays Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah, well,
Oh
do
yeah.
do a-
She's
Oh, I
hot.
did see.
Oh.
I did see a picture of her as like
Yeah,
the
do
lead
a
singer.
quick Google of her, and she looks real different now. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like back and being like, "Whoa, what a time!" I don't know. I think that version of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or something Grinch, something Christmas. It's really good, and I don't know why we need to remake it again.
You know,
not?
everybody always talks about the Grinch, the Grinch Stole Christmas, but there's other movies that they did, like shorter movies, like half-hour specials. I have a Grinch Halloween movie, which is actually really lit. I have a Halloween is Grinch Night, and then I've also got the Cat in the Hat. My kid's got the Cat in the Hat gets Grinched. I've never seen that one.
I don't know that I
there's
hold
more
with
of
all
those.
these weird ass.
Yeah, why is the Grinch going into other categories?
I
Just think
have-
Christmas.
Dr.
Stay in
Seuss.
your
Well,
lane, man.
Dr. Seuss
For
did more.
that?
Like I have to look up. I don't remember, but I think that the How the Grinch Stole Christmas wasn't the first Grinch story. Or I know the Halloween is Grinch Night is for sure a prequel to the Grinch movie.
So
the
I have
Christmas
a
movie.
weird relationship with Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
Dr. Seuss.
He was a weird man.
That would be a sick. Yo, that's a sick crossover. Dr. Seuss is Doctor Who.
All right, let her talk.
There's a musical called Seussical the Musical, which is just a whole bunch of Dr. Seuss stories crammed together into a musical, and I was in that show twice now.
I remember shit about
I have
that.
like weird portions of like Horton Hears a Who and like the Grinch and like the Thinks You Can Think memorized, and they just like Dr. Seuss takes up a weird portion of my brain.
Yeah.
And that's
As if there was any other portion of your brain other than the weird one.
it's one of the weirder portions of my brain.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the ones that developed in junior high, which is arguably
Scary.
the weirdest portion. Yeah, right?
But yeah, I definitely think that's in contention for one of the greatest. I will say though, and I think we can all agree, Elf is good, but a little overrated at this point.
It has its
Yeah.
moments. That's a movie where it has spots and moments of good movie, but that's it.
Elf is good, but I'm over it.
Right.
Yeah. Also, I'd like the whole 24 hours. I don't think is necessary. It kind of starts to kill movies. That's probably why I think part of the reason why I think A Christmas Story is overrated.
You don't have nobody's forcing
over
you to
too much.
fucking watch it. Turn it off. Walk
That's
away.
not it. Like, so here's
There's-
the thing.
Isn't there
It's a
football
symptom
on
of a-
too?
This is a symptom of a bigger problem, though, because that's why I get frustrated with Christmas, because it's the same songs, it's the same movies, it's the same phrases, it's the same blah 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 blah.
You're a
And
hater.
it's
Damone's a
every
hater.
I
and it
love
just, like,
we
I'm
need-
tired of 2 months of the same thing every year.
We need to
Well, you know
mix it
what?
up.
You know what?
mix up Christmas.
It's
Mix up
beginning to look a
Christmas.
lot
Mix
like
up.
Christmas.
You know what? You know what else is also one of the best Christmas movies?
What's that?
Nightmare Before Christmas. Because
Never
it's
seen
a
it.
Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And
What are you
I was
doing
also-
with your life, Travis?
Also-
Working a lot.
I was also
Probably
in a
is true.
staged musical version of that.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's exactly as terrible as you think it was. Actually, you know what? I have a friend that has a DVD copy. I'll track one down and we can react to it sometime.
Please
It's
tell me
horrendous.
you did like a Shrek musical too, because that would be the best.
Shrek is a musical, though.
I
haven't
know.
seen it. It's actually quite good.
Did you see that they're doing like Broadway plays, but then they are legitimately recording them like to put on
like,
movies, like TV?
Yeah.
And I don't hate that idea because I always thought the problem with Broadway is I can't fucking watch it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and if for some reason Lin-Manuel Miranda ever hears this, I'm sorry, Lin.
That's-
Please don't
yeah.
disown me. I'm just covering my bases. As a poor Canadian girl who loves musical theater, wow, this episode took a weird turn.
That's
As a poor
debatable.
Canadian girl who loves musical theater, I just want to see shows, but I can't. Like,
right,
is a company called Broadway Across Canada that tours shows, but
but
I
that's not
don't
the
get to see
show.
I don't get to see the original Broadway cast, and I only get to see the shows that come through like 7 or 8 years after
you-
they were popular. So
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of options. So I watch bootlegs, and if the opportunity comes for me to pay to see the show, like I'll still pay to go see Hamilton, but I've also watched it a million times on my laptop because absolutely I want to watch Hamilton.
See, I won't.
Also, I have a bootleg of Hamilton if anybody wants it.
I won't watch bootlegs because I am
Send it.
I'm a quality snob. Like, if I'm gonna watch something, I've got to watch it
Good.
at the highest quality if possible.
You're
So-
bougie as fuck.
Only when it comes to video and
I
audio.
like-
All right,
I
Well-
went to school for audio. Like I'm an audio snob.
right.
The
But like,
y'all on microphones is
I want-
infuriating.
I want to like Hamilton specifically is something I want to be able to watch. So, but I'm gonna wait till one day I can see it somehow better.
Well, all right.
But anyways,
Yeah.
Christmas. I like Christmas. So
Oh.
I think we like Christmas. It's just I can't hear like the
Alright.
same Christmas songs.
I can't
for
disagree
2
with
months
you.
straight
at
every
work,
single year.
at work
Can we
they-
mix it up? Can we come up with some new songs?
at,
Like,
a new
at
like
least
movie,
play-
something
at
new.
least play like the Maine's Christmas album and like the occasional follow-up. Like I'm exposing all my pop punk kid in
the
me
Fall
right
Out
now.
Boy.
But follow-up, but like Merry
Oh.
Christmas, I could care less, or like Oi to the World by No Doubt. Like mix it up. That was
Then
the nice thing about
listen
working
to
at a
it.
skate shop.
No one's stopping you from putting out there.
No,
And
but
doing
when
that.
you're like at the grocery store, I was in Mexico and it was like I don't know how to speak Fahrenheit, but it was like
a hot,
30
just say hot.
It was hot. It was like up in the hundreds probably.
That sounds
And
about
like
right.
Jingle Bells
I'm-
was playing, and
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
say-
I'm confused. What's happening?
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For a second there, I forgot that you guys use Celsius, and I'm like, she doesn't. I don't know how to speak
Celsior.
Fahrenheit. I'm like, what does that mean? Wait, I'm like, wait. Oh yeah, she's Canadian.
I'm
We're
Canadian.
using the wrong system.
yeah.
Sometime
well,
we'll have to
I don't.
debate that.
I don't
Metric
understand-
versus-
Well, that's the thing is I don't
Standard.
understand why we have different like
We're
that.
stubborn.
Right, that, or then even like I don't know. There's a whole list of things I don't understand why we have different things of, like
Well, I
languages and money.
America is America. The U.S. is. I'm pretty sure the only country still using imperial.
Pretty much.
Y'all are on your own on that one.
I don't really
Yeah,
care.
we're just
I think
we're
it's,
just
we're
being
lazy.
stubborn at this point.
I think we're lazy.
Yeah,
we
we-
don't want to change
No,
all
it
the
would be so
textbooks.
easy because everyone else is doing it. America, come on, be cool.
We'd
Merc.
have to like roll it out. We'd start it like on the East Coast and roll it out to the West Coast slowly, because
Yeah.
we won't be able to handle that overnight.
No.
Just the next
it'll
day,
be chaos.
Fahrenheit's not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You're telling me it's 20 degrees out, but it's so hot.
It's
I
hot.
don't understand.
Yeah, like lava.
Okay, so we're pretty much pressed on time. So we'll definitely have you on again. And do some more topics.
It's only
Um,
35 minutes. You guys talked about taxes for an hour.
I
Yeah,
know, but we
went-
gotta.
You
We still
told us,
gotta
you told
book.
everybody we're gonna be for book it on
Yeah,
I
Tiffany.
know,
we gotta
but
do
we
book
all-
it at 10.
All right, well, if they're already listening, that's great, but there's no one listening. So
So we can keep it going. Let's go.
Okay,
What's
let's
the next
just keep
topic?
going.
And if anybody's wondering in the audio version of this, there's also a live version that we are playing on Twitch on Tuesday when we record. You can
Sometime
come listen
Tuesday.
to it on usually 9:15-ish for Debatable. If we do Debatable, you can find out if we're doing Debatable by liking us, liking Book It Wrestling Podcast on Facebook or Twitter, which is Book It 15. Stay up to date to see when we go live. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And so I'm drawing a blank for a second. So we just let's go. Let's just keep the Christmas theme going. Because yeah. Best Christmas song.
Oh, come on. You're killing me, Damone.
Best Christmas
Sorry.
song. See, that's tricky because all right, so there's a few different, like we were just talking about songs, different places to pull from. Like you can go classic, you can go novelty, you can go pop.
I don't think it matters. I think whatever really appeals to you.
Maybe it's cold
I'm-
outside.
Oh, my God.
You
That's-
would, Travis.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite song. I didn't even know there was a
No,
controversy
he
with it
said
till this
it.
year. That's legitimately my favorite song, Christmas song. And it's not
All right.
I had one and I forgot what it was. So there's a few different ones. I think specifically Seth MacFarlane, his version of
Seth MacFarlane is a wonderful singer.
I think so too. His version of Marshmallow Winter? I think that's
I've
what it's
never
called.
heard of that.
It's a
never heard
marshmallow
of it.
world in the winter. I could play it, but I don't want to copyright.
You don't want to get sued.
I don't think we would if we played like under a few seconds.
No, we would. We still
But-
could.
Maybe.
But wouldn't that be a way to
No,
go
I'm
out?
not guessing. I'm telling you. I used to work in radio advertising. I know
This
this.
is America. We are free. This is not Canadian radio. I'm kidding.
Canada is more free than we are. Let's see.
yeah, we definitely get the shit. sued
They're
out
the
of-
land of the free.
Yeah, we're less likely to sue the pants off each other.
Yeah, but I think I'd have to look. Maybe there's a version of that song that's in whatchamacallit?
Public domain.
I can check it. You guys keep talking, and I'll see.
Oh, since we're talking about songs too, I want to get your opinion on this. And I know this is gonna get Mike riled up. Thriller. Is Thriller a Halloween song?
Why do
Sure.
we need to go back to this? No, it's no. You can't just Is Thriller?
Sure.
Is Thriller a Halloween song, or is Thriller just a
Listen.
song that gets played a lot during Halloween that gets associated
think-
with Halloween, but is not a Halloween song?
Do you want me to answer? Or do you want to yell at me?
I wasn't done explaining the question, so go ahead and answer.
I got the question.
You didn't ask the question.
No. There's a big difference the way he asked it and the way that it should have been asked. Because there's a lot of
Okay.
backstory. Go ahead.
All right. Listen, any animal is a pet if you pet it. Any song is a Halloween song if you play it at Halloween. It's like,
Hold up. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
If I go and pet a bear, it's not making my fucking
this is
pet.
this is this Canadian thinking.
Yeah, you guys are fucking weird because you got fucking giant moose walking around in your backyards. But that's not how this works here in America.
listen, to quote my guy, Zach Kornfeld of the Try Guys,
We
any
don't know who
animals.
that is.
No, you don't know who the Try Guys are? Rude. Am I
I
on my
thought this was
phone?
your friend.
The Try Guys from YouTube. They used
No
to be on.
idea.
I hate all of you. This is so
Wait,
sad.
they used to be on what?
BuzzFeed.
I feel like I've heard of them, but I've
I
never
know a
watched
person who
them.
knows them.
How are we even friends? All right. Did you say you have a friend who knows them?
Probably if they were on BuzzFeed.
Oh, I want to
You know
them.
this person too, so
Oh, do I?
you do know them. You don't like them.
Oh, crap. That makes me sad.
I'm assuming you don't like them. I don't know. You guys just don't seem to get along when I see you interact.
Can you tell me over chat who it is? Because now I'm
Sure.
super curious.
Sure.
Anyway, I don't have strong opinions on Thriller either way. My favorite Christmas song, I'm just gonna go with "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out" by Fall Out Boy because that's one that I actually don't get mad when I hear.
All right, so
But you are a terrible person. I just want to put that out there.
Excuse you.
You get fucking mad when you hear Christmas songs. You are
I
evil.
I know. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
Evil.
I'm the worst.
Evil.
I think the original version of Marshmallow World might be good to play.
Listen. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's my favorite
That's
Christmas song.
That's not what I said, Kevin. That's not what I said.
Oh, I'm confused.
All right.
Anywho, I'm probably gonna go with, I don't know why the song is getting stuck in my head, but it's always stuck in my head around Christmas time. Is "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas."
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's my
I
wife's
really
favorite.
like that song.
Really?
Yeah, I really like
Really?
that song for some
I like
reason.
that
Yeah.
one.
That is my wife's favorite
I want
Christmas song.
hippopotamus for
For
Christmas.
Christmas.
was
Only
like-
hippopotamus will do.
No, it's that makes it really bad. I loved it in junior high, and pretty much everything I loved in junior high is fundamentally terrible.
My wife loves it. My wife, that's her favorite, and my kid loves it too because of that. So I never heard it until my wife started telling me about it, and that was like, now I know it. But yeah, that's usually how that works. All right, so it is not in the public domain, so I can't play it.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's my favorite. I feel like
Also, I'm gonna throw. If I'm going classic, I'm probably gonna say "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey. I know
Classic?
it's easy. It's considered a
That's-
classic.
No,
When,
it's not. Not
when you
for
say
Christmas.
classic, I think like
Shut up, Mike. We're trying to talk. Quit singing.
No, fuck you.
when you say classic, I think like
Yeah, I know.
Night or like Angels We Have Heard on High or like God Rest You Merry Gentlemen.
Oh no,
Not
that's
something
like
that came out
ancient.
in the last 20 years.
See,
Yeah,
when I
definitely
think
agree with
classics,
that.
I think
You're
stuff
like-
from the 40s.
It
and
came out in
50s.
24.
Exactly.
It came out 24 years ago.
Wow,
Okay.
that is pretty old.
It's not
But
a
see, that's
classic
what
yet. Cars
I like that
and
one.
songs to the same scale, 25 years or older.
That was the
I decide.
doesn't who had doesn't not Mariah Carey, what's the other one?
Yeah.
Celine Dion. Doesn't she has a Christmas song, right?
It's a Christmas album and it's not the
Doesn't she
worst.
fucking real. She has one specific song that I'm thinking about though.
All special times. She does Blue Christmas.
It's an upbeat song if I
I
remember.
know Blue Christmas is Elvis.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she really does
Happy
it.
Christmas.
No, I don't know. It's been
Hey,
they haven't
Google
played it at
now.
work. They
Christmas
usually
Eve.
used to play it at work, but then we changed the playlist up a few years ago, and now they don't play that or the Mariah Carey song. So that one's specifically slipping out of my mind.
The magic of Christmas.
No, it's coming back to me.
So this
It's all
is
coming
Christmas?
back to me now.
It's all
That's a
come back
different
to
one.
me. You know, I'm thinking. I think they actually may have played it once this year. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Special times. These are special times.
Nope.
Stop.
Nope. Nope. I'll figure it out. You guys can keep talking. I'm gonna go back to that.
Don't save it all for Christmas Day. Don't save it all for Christmas Day.
Nope, not that one either. But
It's
Why
getting
don't you
stuck in my
just
head.
sing our intros for us, Kevin?
I don't know. You haven't asked me.
Well, you haven't volunteered either. Don't try to put this all on me.
it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve is the song.
I don't know that
Specifically
one.
I
called
don't know that one either. Just by the
you
name,
make
I
the
don't know
season
it.
bright with the lights reflecting in your eyes. All my dreams come true. Oh, all my dreams come true. Where is it? I lost it. Whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Christmas Eve and they can see.
Yeah. Walking with you in a winter snow.
Winter snow, kissing underneath the mistletoe. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's Christmas Eve and they can see we're in love. You see we're in love. Yeah, that one.
I'm not sure who was the better singer, you or Kevin.
That was Kevin for sure.
Beautiful.
I will say this though, like I like most Christmas songs. I am one of those people who's like, you gotta wait till after Thanksgiving. But there's one song I can't stand. There's one Christmas song I hate, and it's the Christmas Shoes one. Yeah.
Yes, Devon, you get me. The worst song.
What?
The worst song ever.
Depressing.
So I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please.
Never heard of it.
Even these shoes. I'm gonna fucking finish this.
Okay, sing it. Sorry.
Could you hurry, sir? Daddy says there's not much time. She's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes would make her smile.
That sounds sad. I don't like that. Let's not. Christmas happy.
If Mama meets Jesus tonight.
Nope. We're done with this.
Right? Just the worst.
Hold on. There's you know what another really sad Christmas song is? Santa, I'm Right Here by Toby Keith. Like, I don't know if you guys listen to like fucking country music at all.
I listened to.
I heard it, but it sounds devastating.
It's so fucking sad. It's about this kid's family that's homeless, and he's trying to make sure Santa can find him.
You want to know what the most sad song? You know what the most saddest Christmas song is? Hear me out. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. All right.
It's not sad.
Listen,
it's just
Grandma went outside, right? On Christmas Eve, she was drunk.
Grandmas have no business going outside.
She was a little tipsy, but it was a blizzard out. And she got ran over by a reindeer, but it may have also been a murder. But she wasn't dead the whole time. I guess she was alive. I don't know the whole story, but
she ends up not dead.
But Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
I just think Grandma had a good run.
Or I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Because that's a fucked up song.
See, apparently, and I didn't know this until late. This is one of those, like, I was today years old instances. Apparently, like, the point of the song is that, like, it was the narrator's dad dressed as Santa Claus.
Yes.
That was never clear to me.
Right. But, yeah, that was very obvious. She wasn't having an affair, but according to the child... He sees her having sex with Santa Claus, so the child thinks that the dad's in bed and the mom's fucking Santa on the couch.
I was like, what kind of fucking kinky ass shit is this?
So,
I've never heard this song.
So, yeah,
it's what Christmas.
Yeah, did you see him kissing her, or did you see him?
He's seen Mama kissing Santa Claus, but you know,
you know that they're banging.
You know what's going on.
This child needs to go to bed,
right?
This child needs to mind his fucking business. Quit being a cockblock and let Santa get
engaged. Go to bed.
You're gonna get some cold.
Santa's trying to get stick wet.
Mrs. Claus would not be happy to know that.
Fuck her too. She needs to mind her business as well.
Well, guys, this was another episode of Debatable. We talked all things Christmas.
Hold on. I also want this to be called Santa's trying to get his dick wet. That's a new episode.
I mean, you could try that. I hope you'd have to like.
I don't know if
you're gonna get us kicked off Apple
gonna
again.
let me. I don't know if Apple's gonna let me use that one. I'll probably just go with like Kevin hates Christmas.
Kevin does, yeah.
No. What was it? What was that? She didn't like being from Home Alone. Kevin.
Say goodnight, Kevin.
Say goodnight. That's it. That's your
Kevin.
Say goodnight, Kevin.
Yeah.
There's your
there we go. Say goodnight, Kevin.
There's your title.
Okay. Well, this has been another episode of Debatable. It was all things Christmas. Thanks for listening. So time to plug some stuff. So obviously Debatable, the show you're listening to, and if you got this far, you listen to the show. So the other thing I need to plug, and I guess we all would be plugging, is Book It, a wrestling podcast, which we're gonna record like pretty much right after
And
this.
if you're listening live, you can listen next.
Just keep listening.
Just keep listening.
Just keep
Don't
listening.
go away.
Just keep going. Don't go away. Spend your Tuesday night with us.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, pretty much. And Travis, I know as usual you have your stuff to plug.
Yes, Trigger Warning with Travis Trimble every Tuesday, and maybe every Thursday, or whenever I decide to post it.
You did post an episode last.
I did, and it's with Santis Davis, the viral star. Not really a star, but I mean he's viral.
He went viral for a
He did some
minute.
shit. Yeah, and I missed the boat. I missed the boat with that, but oh well. We're
You need
cool.
to be on the lookout.
Damone, I've got a bigger star next week or this week. It's Damone,
Oh,
and we're
Star,
watching Hell in a
star.
Cell 1. So like you can watch it with us and listen to our commentary because that shit's nice.
That's nice.
It's
Nice.
nice. We talked about how sexy Shawn Michaels was in 1997.
We do talk a lot about how sexy he was in 90s. I think it's 96, 95.
know,
or
but
You didn't
96.
call him the Heartbreak Kid for nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, like 96 Shawn Michaels and present day Roman Reigns. I'm like, and then like mid 90s John Stamos. I'd be gay for. Let's be real.
mid '90s John Stamos. Fuck.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
now, John Stamos.
Uncle
Are
Jesse
you
is
fucking
back.
kidding me?
Debatable topic,
Uncle
though.
Jesse
That's
is
like,
daddy.
no, guys, that's a debatable topic for the future. Like
John
celebrities who would go.
Stamos now would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
pretty much.
John Stamos now could get it.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Wait,
look
but
that much
mid-90s
different.
He does it. He could in the '90s, but he can now. Like,
No, he's a little too skinny now. I like his face.
that's
Yeah.
debatable.
Ta-da!
I was about to
He said the name of the show in the show.
say- I was about to say that.
Yeah, that was.
Kevin, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, if you're a professional wrestling fan, I am a professional wrestler. You can look me up on Facebook under the name Kaya March, Kaia March, or look me up on Twitter at Kaya March for details on my wrestling.
Okay. Mike, did you have anything separate you needed to plug?
No.
Yeah, pretty much. You pretty much plugged all the things you're on.
I'm yeah, book it. I'm on this and book it. I got two things.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a good night. And
All right.
keep listening. Listen to Book It.
All right. Outro.
All rise. If you're dishonorable, not a real
We out.
judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Go!